building Exodus, there wasn't a roadmap or how-to book to tell us what we wanted to hear. All we knew was we wanted to build best-in-class trail cameras and back them up with the greatest customer service that we could. So here we are, still on this journey, and excited to see where it heads next.
We are on day one of our 8-day elk hunt here in Montana. Super pumped to be here. Got Jorden Susewitz behind the camera for me today. And we've got rain, but rain doesn't make the elk stay down. And number two, Montana needs rain now more than they ever have. They've had over 1 million acres burn up over the last month. They haven't had rain in this area in over 70 days.
2017, a dream became a reality. It was more than just hearing my first bugle. It was being able to be out in the field and capture moments of life with some of the top outdoor producers. This all came together when I decided to take a leap of faith. I knew I couldn't teach myself all of the information I needed to know from YouTube or other media outlets. Earlier in 2017, I had the opportunity to attend 3 of the Film to Hunt schools. Tom Petrie and Nick Ventura are awesome teachers, and they want to help you achieve any goals that you have. Attending the Film to Hunt schools has given me a better understanding of the full production process, and it has also elevated my abilities both behind the lens and the computer. It's a decision I will never regret. If you are on the fence about taking the next step, whether you are a solo hunter or someone that wants to keep this as a hobby, or even if you want to take this as a full-time career, I highly encourage you to check out Film to Hunt schools.
Man, we are getting low on venison. Gunner. What are you doing? Cars too? Can I watch it with you? Or are you done? Guess what I got? I got venison. What are you gonna have? Is there anything you need me to do before I get on the road tomorrow?
No, I don't think so. Nothing that can't wait.
You guys are flying out the day after Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
What time? Do I have to take you to the airport?
Yeah.
What time?
Our flight leaves at noon,
Okay.
and then you'll probably have
So you
to
have to
take.
be at the airport at what, 10?
Yeah.
So you have to leave here at 9?
Yeah. So you'll probably have to also pick us up from the airport when we get home, which is, I believe we fly in at 5 p.m. on the 30th.
Gunner, come here. I got something for you. Come here.
I didn't want that.
You didn't want
I
that.
want candy.
Candy? What the heck do you think this is?
Mama thinks you want a candy. Like these? Do you like these?
I like those. You won't like it. Here, I'll eat that one.
Thanks. There you go. Wait, what are these? Are these?
Those are like your gummy fruit snacks. You want to try one?
Let me see.
I don't think you're going to like them.
Let's see. I like them. Let me try one. They're hard.
They're tough, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Go throw it in my garbage, please. That's yucky. So it's September 2nd, and we're out here scouting some public land in northern Michigan, about a half mile off the road back in a cedar swamp on an island. I've been back here a few times, but it's rather large in size, and so we're out here scouting the transitions from the island to the swamp. And Drew kind of took the point, the spine of the island, and is walking straight north. And I'm on the easterly side of it. I've already scouted the west side last year, and we're gonna walk the transition down to the end and meet at the end and just see what we can find for a historical sign. See if we can find any bedding, any food sources. Looking for, hopefully find an oak tree would be ideal. But I don't know, we got about another half mile to go to get to the end of this thing. And it couldn't be nicer out here. Today we're sweating a little bit, but it's going to be well worth it come November. For me, it begins like most seasons before it. A level of excitement that causes sleeplessness. Just the thought of the smell of this place in the fall is enough to elevate my heart rate. Approximately 7.6 million acres of public land to be explored here in my home state. This particular 100,000 acre section is the wildest and most remote in Michigan's Lower Peninsula. I likely couldn't cover it all in a lifetime, but I'll use every manner I know personally to cover as much of it as possible. With the aid and the constant evolution of hunting equipment and layering systems, I'm currently gaining ground on the pace I'm moving at. And so it begins, our 2018 whitetail deer season. As I reflect back on our first few weeks, I'm quickly made conscious. Time seems to move at an accelerated pace to match the surrounding scenery.
I don't think mine's that bad, but I got a lot of stuff too. I brought a lot of clothes. I'm like,
It's all in here.
yeah.
As I do every fall, I approach this time and this place with the ultimate level of gratefulness. For the next 3 months, we have in front of us the opportunity to entrench ourselves into the pace of the natural world, with the goal set to spend unmatched quality of time with family and friends, as well as achieve our personal goals as hunters. Okay. Alright, well, we're gonna head back out into the woods. I'll give you a call. I'll find service somewhere tonight and give you guys a call and check in.
Alright.
Alright, love you.
Love you too.
Bye. To test ourselves mentally and physically against nature has proven to be one of the most efficient manners to achieve personal growth I have yet discovered. I have an antlerless tag, a public land antlerless tag, an unrestricted and a restricted buck tag, and I'd be happy to fill any one of those kind of by getting stomped on. We're yet to see a deer while we've been in the tree stand. But tonight feels as good as it's felt being here all weekend, so I'm pretty hopeful. Hard to not feel defeated this morning. It was our last morning to hunt. It's pouring rain. It's supposed to rain all morning. Not seeing a deer while we were in the tree stand. It's been a tough weekend, and I was definitely looking forward to this morning. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen. I'm probably just gonna tear down the stands, tear down camp, drink some coffee, take our losses, and hedge our bets on coming back up here next chance we get. Be a little more, be into pre-rut and that's typically the time I get to come up here and hunt anyways, so I'm a little more used to that. And I feel a little more positive that we'll do better than we did this weekend, because this weekend was a pretty big disappointment. So we had a lot of fun. I wouldn't take it back for anything, but looks like we're going to be going home without a deer this weekend. So. A few years back, I discovered this place while out on a spring scouting excursion. I pretty quickly identified it as a superior location to where we had chose to camp previously. I knew I wanted to revisit it, and on this extended weekend, I'm doing so. That particular scouting trip, we almost froze to death. Temperatures dropped much lower than what was predicted, and we were ill prepared. We weren't in any immediate danger, and it was, however, manageable. 22 degrees. Nothing crazy, but 15 degrees colder than sleeping inside the refrigerator of your own home. I can stay warm in 22 degrees, pretty effortlessly. It requires moving around. That doesn't mix well with sleep. To memory, it's my most miserable night of rest I've ever received. The uncomfortableness of that night aided in my decision to ultimately invest in a heat source. To this point, this particular setup has been bulletproof. Well, I got some other stuff to still unpack, but I want to get going. The weather's looking awesome to hunt tonight. The rest of the stuff I can set up when I get back, but pull a couple other things out of my backpack here and leaving that camp, get my tree stand put on my back, and head out to hunt tonight. Deal with the rest of this stuff later. Or just lay here for the rest of the afternoon. Feels pretty good. It's 2:15. I want to be in the stand by 3:30. It's gonna take all of that, but gotta go now. Just sneaking in here for the evening to set our stands up. And we got a strong west wind in our face. There's a nice big mature doe out about 40 yards. I lost sight of her. I don't know if she's still over there, and I can't see her, or if she's a half mile away by now. There's a big edge of a swamp we're on right now. I'm gonna give it just a couple more minutes and then I'm gonna start setting my stand up. I don't want to waste our whole evening sitting here. She's not gonna come back through, but it's encouraging. Deer are on their feet already. Thought we were gonna have an opportunity at one on the ground. We might still. I'm gonna wait a couple more minutes before I put my stand up. Up here now, the wind's cranking out of the northwest, which is great for this spot. I just wish it was about 20 miles an hour slower. But the temperature's good. It's in the low 30s, supposed to be falling into the 20s. We're supposed to get some snow this evening. So it's really a perfect evening aside from the wind being pretty crazy. But I've hunted this spot for years, and it's always had good deer activity. The deer have been feeding in here like crazy, so it'd be really nice to at least fill one tag tonight. Not go home with an empty truck bed like we did last weekend. A hunt based only on trophies taken falls short of what the ultimate goal should be. I took that pretty seriously. This place has a feeling to it. It's special. These are the same northern Michigan woods that Fred Bear called home for over 30 years. There's an astoundingly high level of history and tradition within this place. A warm meal fireside out in the middle of it all, as well as a quality night's rest, will leave me feeling connected at an elevated level.
You see it? That was clearly high. It was right at 25 yards.
New equipment, a blessing and a curse. In an attempt to increase my accuracy this season, I moved to a multi-pin sight. In the moment of truth, the sight does its job. I do not. Consciously, I don't feel rushed. I go through my mental checklist. I, however, exclude the portion that includes choosing the correct pin. I send the arrow on a 40-yard trajectory and a clean miss. Rookie move. We're all good. I learn a valuable lesson moving forward, and I'm aware not to repeat my mistake.
Evening.
How's it going?
Good. You guys have some of those disposable hand warmers, the hot hands.
Yep, right over here. This shelf right there. Right there is what we got.
So, is there any difference with any of these? See, there's a couple different ones. Obviously, hand and foot warmer.
Got hand, foot warmers.
These ones say mega warmer.
Yeah, they're a
Maybe
little.
that's what I mean.
They're a little bigger. Or I got this little kit and caboodle too,
Oh,
so you can put your hands right in there, keep them warm.
I think I'm gonna go with the mega warmer big pack.
Sounds good.
All right. Any other recommendations on staying warm at 10 degrees tomorrow morning?
Don't go out in 10-degree weather, buddy.
Oh, that's a good one. I like
Second.
that one.
Is that gonna be it?
Yeah, that's it.
Be $13.24 altogether. $6.76.
If I don't get one this weekend, I'm gonna be
You're gonna be
searching,
eating ramen noodles.
searching roadkills,
Yeah.
salvage tags.
Okay, yeah. All right, good sir.
Yep, good
Catch
seeing
you
you.
on the road.
All right, sounds good.
Yep.
Take care.
Yep, you too. Good luck.
Thank you.
Alas, we've arrived at the pinnacle of our season. A full week of deer camp in conjunction with the peak of the whitetail rut.
I hear a deer breaking through the ice just inside the swamp. It's gotta be pretty close. Kevin, buck, buck. Kevin, no. I think I pinwheeled him. Buck just came out at 40 yards. I had one small opening. I grunted at him 1 second too soon. He stopped. But I had a tiny little window with his vitals. It was 40 yards. It happened in 2 seconds. I thought I heard what sounded like an arrow clinking as he ran away, but it could have been his horns hitting some limbs. But he took off at 100 miles an hour, and he acted like I hit him.
"10 seconds, the whole thing happened."
Yeah.
He says, "Buck." And I looked up, shoulder right.
Yeah, I think. Quarters 2.
I mean, it's such little blood, but if it's just that little hole at the top of his body filling up his cavity.
Yeah, we picked up where we left off last night. There's nothing, there's no blood, there's no tracks. We got snow overnight. I mean, we were out of blood last night. I'm pretty confident that I hit that deer low and in the leg and did not get an arrow into his chest cavity, and it was not a fatal hit. I couldn't see any evidence of the deer stumbling, dragging his legs. I mean, it looked like we were following a perfectly heavy deer with a little pinprick of blood every 10-15 yards. I mean, we would have never gone the distance we did if it wasn't for the snow. I guess at this point we move on from here, and it's crazy how confident I was that I hit that deer good and it was going to be a done deal. But that's hunting. Ups and downs. Frustrating. As the realization of the day's prior events settle in, I'm at an ultimate low. Not only have I wounded an animal, I've left my highest producing stand location in ruins due to my intrusion. One of the best bow hunting days of the entire season, and I choose not to hunt. I need to get my head right and establish a new plan for opening day of firearm. My intent? Scout all day, find a concentration of deer activity, and attempt to swing some momentum back in my favor. The combination of warmth from my caffeinated beverage and the day's full sun initiates some hopefulness. And within a relatively short period of time, things begin to trend in the correct direction.
I've got a public land doe tag.
Would you say
I
it's
got a public
accurate?
land doe tag in my combo.
10 tacos. How many tacos can you make on a pound of venison?
Got up on a table, was dancing.
I don't know.
And he fell right on his ass.
Oh, is that right? Oh, that's good.
What do you think? 10? That sound pretty accurate?
You know, if you're going heavy
And
on the toppings.
it makes the system easy.
Yeah, it makes the math easy, which is what we need. 1 pound taco? How about a 1 pound taco? Is that what we're talking about?
No, 110.
Oh, 110.
Yeah, 110. 1 pound of venison makes 10 tacos.
Comes the word. It's good. Boy, now that's some straight faces. Got some smiles. Couple frowns.
Was there something too about membership and how active they are with BHA too? Like more membership is more active.
We're really active. We have really active membership. You know, if we put out a action alert or something like that, the number of people that respond to that and call their senators and stuff like that is impressive.
BHA is still like the youngest, like most rapidly growing conservation.
Oh yeah, we are. What is it? 60? Yeah, 65%. No, 68% of our membership is sub 45. So basically, that's crazy. Yeah.
That might be a bit of redemption. Right there, exactly what we were looking for. I'm pretty sure that was the buck I missed during archery season. It's, I don't know, 7:30, 8 o'clock opening morning. And we just killed a nice buck. Perfect shot. Shot him right through the heart. Probably 60 yards. We got a buck on the ground. It's a beautiful morning in northern Michigan. There's no guesswork, he's down.
right there. Which means we get to sit in here, reload the gun. We got 2 more tags. Today's an awesome day to be deer hunting. That feels good. That feels real good. I like how that feels. In the state, there's rich tradition in getting your deer back to camp. To celebrate the hunt with family and friends comes paired with the highest level of content. That eagerness alone is enough motivation to easily overcome the amount of labor involved in doing so.
Up here and help lift.
Look what I got. You ready for some barbecue, Venice?
No, they're going to say, oh, I thought they were.
Yeah, just line them up so we can eat.
You know what Daddy got yesterday? He got a deer yesterday. He was at deer hunting. And he got a deer. Christmas, look.
What do you get for Christmas?
Look. Look.
Show me.
Look.
Are you finished? Are you done eating yet?
Yeah.
Did you eat all your broccoli?
It's a chess match. Yeah, like the second roll, like you drop all the milkweed broccoli. How you call that? It just tells you which way to
No,
look.
no, this is what the milkweed does for me. I know as I'm dropping it the whole time I'm walking out to my location. You know, I'm changing my route because I'm looking at my hunting.
It's said in nature and carries through on all levels. You're either growing or dying. That decision is solely up to you, and you only. Be relentless in your pursuits. Love the people around you and be thankful for opportunity, no matter the size. Along your path, if you so happen to find something that accelerates that love, Pursue it with some passion, with some drive. Someday, you'll have the opportunity to look back and see just how much you've grown.
Come on! Yeah! Here we go!
Well, last morning we were supposed to go out, check the woods, kill a big buck on film, but good old rain came down pretty hard this morning, and so we packed out, and I didn't forget my rain gear this time.
I'm just taking a video.
Oh.
Don't forget your camera.